get something out of Bradley, and it looks like the candy's coming from a company owned by the Stockington Group.
That doesn't surprise me. Given the company's history, I wouldn't be surprised if she's behind the whole thing. And even if she isn't, I bet the company definitely is.
I'm sorry, who are we talking about right now?
Margot Stockington. She's heir to one of the wealthiest families in town. She runs an investment company that has been linked to illegal business activities for decades. They've been trying to pin her down, but with no luck. Though I have a feeling that's going to change soon.
Looks like you've already got your next assignment all figured out.
Will you be needing any elaborate disguises?
Nothing too elaborate, just 2 costumes that are formal, upscale, something that screams money.
Okay. Should be fun.
Greg, I need you to establish contact with Margot Stockington. This weekend, my partner and I are going to discuss business with her over dinner.
You know, you look marvelous tonight, darling.
Oh, George, please.
I mean it. Seeing you right now, I'm transported back to the moment I first laid eyes on you. I remember like it was yesterday.
Do you now?
Oh, yes. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. And you brought me my drink, I looked into your eyes, and I knew even then that you would one day be my bride.
As I recall, it took me quite a bit of time to warm up to you. As you may recall, our first date was quite the disaster.
Oh, yes, our first date.
Yes, I can't imagine why anybody would want to take somebody whitewater rafting on a first date, let alone in the middle of October.
Well, you know, I was going through an outdoor adventure phase at the time, wanted to bring you into it. Dare I say, you've domesticated me a bit too much.
Oh, nobody could domesticate you, George.
How am I doing?
You're doing pretty good, just try to keep it a little more subtle.
Well, if you say so, Karina.
Are you the DePietros?
The DiPiertos? Why, yes, we are.
Here, you can sit here, and I'll sit next to my lovely wife.
It's lovely to meet you both. The call kind of came out of the blue, but I'm always looking to strike up new business partnerships.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of business we can do together.
I hope so. So what industry are you in exactly?
Dog racing.
Excuse me?
You know, the greyhounds. We breed them ourselves, we set up the races, and then we bet on our own dogs. We've made a fortune doing it.
Dog racing? Really? I've never really been a fan of that. I hear they don't treat the dogs so well.
George is just pulling your leg. He does that with everyone.
That's right. Gotcha.
Really, though, we're in real estate.
Oh, well, that's definitely something I know about. In fact, I've invested with a few real estate firms recently.
Oh, well, perhaps you'd like to invest with us.
Maybe I already have. You see, I don't always know what's happened to all of the money, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
What do you mean? You know what I mean?
You know, us rich people, we're always throwing our money around here and there and everywhere. Yeah, buying off the politicians, funding the wars. It's what we do. We gotta keep the proletariat in their place. We run the world.
George, you are too hilarious. That's why I love you. Well, that's enough joking around, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that husband of yours is quite a character.
You have no idea.
Well, jokes aside, I can't always keep track of what's going on with the company's money, and unfortunately, I've recently discovered that some people use the company funds without my consent.
Really?
Yes. Like that circus. Oh, dear God, the circus.
What about the circus?
Well, there's this circus that's been operating on the edge of town, and the company's money is paying for it. But here's the thing. Circuses are supposed to travel. This one has been there for months. The company's money is keeping it in North Riverfield. We've been trying to clear that one up for a while now.
That's very interesting. Where exactly is this circus? George and I might like to go sometime.
Oh, I don't know about that, dear. You remember what happened that time at the zoo, don't you?
Yes. Of course.
Well, what happened at the zoo?
She fell into a tiger cage. I had to jump in and fight off the tiger with my bare hands.
Really? You fought a tiger?
Yes, he did. It's as unbelievable as it sounds.
Oh, but it's not like it was my first time. I did take a class on tiger combat when I studied abroad in India.
Oh, that's enough chit-chat. Does everybody know what they'd like to order?
Oh, absolutely. Where are the menus?
Again, it was lovely to meet the two of you. And if you decide to do business together, feel free to contact me.
We will. So, that went well.
Yeah, your stories were starting to get a bit outlandish, though.
Oh, I think our lives have been a bit outlandish, haven't they?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You're still learning. I mean, when I first started, I think I pretty much did the same thing.
So, Karina, the night is young. Where do we go from here?
Well, I think the first thing we should probably do is call Greg and have him look into the circus because I think that has to do with all of it.
Of course.